we feature an image of the Attica Liberation Faction manifesto that was written in the summer of 1971 and submitted to Commissioner Oswald and other state officials, and in which the men incarcerated at Attica tried to put on paper their completely entirely legitimate concerns and complaints with their treatment at Attica State Correctional Facility, and the efforts of the men to address their concerns peaceably and through what were at the time the official channels, and for those efforts to go largely unnoticed or kind of ignored by the state. This wasn't the uprising wasn't the first time that the men at Attica tried to address these problems. These weren't new problems. They weren't things that just arose suddenly. They were systemic and pervasive and enduring. And unfortunately, as we learn, kind of going through the research process, they continue. I mean, so many of the problems that face the men at Attica continue in the prison system today.
You know, where we're at, you know, we're in a unique position where we go into and monitor the 52 prisons in New York State. And, you know, we get to see exactly 50 years later. One of the major things that we get to see, and was a major linchpin in the negotiation, was just to have a grievance system. A system where you can, you know, voice your complaints peacefully and look for resolution. That has been totally compromised today by docs. You know, it's to the point where the men and the women who are incarcerated in docks today, they're sick of that system. They don't even want to utilize it because first, they get retaliated against immensely. Staff take it personally. And now this person becomes a target of staff retribution because he's advocating for something that he needs. I need toilet paper. I need say-so. You know, I need to go to medical. 50 years later, you know, this system has been compromised, and it was very important in the beginning because that's why the men took the measures because they didn't have a system in place to voice their complaints and grievances. We have one in place now after the 71, but it's compromised by the Department of Correction. It seems that like the Department of Correction has not only don't be held responsible, but that is like the culture of New York State Corrections. It's very frustrating because we're supposed to be in an age of transparency and openness and change. But New York State Department of Corrections in the 21st century still are acting as if they're in the 1950s.